Okay, so here we have the Bell Howell 294 MC portable cassette deck. I'm not exactly sure what year this is from, but I'm guessing it's from the 60s. It really has that look. So here it's got its carrying case. Flip it around, it's got a handle, it's got volume, pitch, and standard controls with a record button. So let's take it out of the case. So here we've got it out of the case, and you can see there's the record, along with stop, rewind, fast forward, and play / record. Here it doesn't have any eject button, it's just you lift it up. Pretty simple. Down here we've got a mic, we've got a 2.5mm I think, and a 3.5mm jack, an aux jack, 3.5mm, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. So let's throw a cassette in, and yeah, I've already got some batteries in it, but it also has an external DC power jack, but I don't have a brick for that. So yeah, I just have been using batteries. It takes 5 C batteries. So when we play, the first thing you hear is some crackling. That's with the volume. So if I turn the volume up, you can hear that it'll be some crackling. But once you find a volume, it sounds alright. Not perfect, but it gets pretty loud, but not excessively loud. I haven't tried the record feature yet, but first we're going to try to clean up the volume knob. Also, looking in here, it really looks like the tape heads and everything there could use a good cleaning. So let's take this to the workshop and clean it all up. Okay, so now that we've got the tape deck in our temporary workshop, now we can take it apart. This tape deck comes apart really easily. We'll flip it over. So we've got 2 screws on the back, and then 1 screw on either side. So yeah, so let's take out the screws on the back. So now we can take that out. Nice, we can take the batteries out too. Part's not too hard. We can set all those batteries aside as well. Whoops. Okay. Now we've got back here. So right here we can't access the tuning, or not the tuning knob, we can access the volume knob. So we're gonna have to take this whole thing out. So in order to do that, let's take this off to make it easier. But in order to do that, we gotta take out these screws, and then 2 other screws on the inside. Okay, so now we've got to get 2 screws, 1 there and 1 there. And there we go. Now we can take this whole part out. So to get this part out, we can just flip it over and carefully take that off. We can set that aside, and we've got this whole thing taken apart. So what we're gonna have to do is spray a bunch of contact cleaner on those two knobs. So I'm gonna get the contact cleaner real quick. Okay, so I got my good old WD-40 contact cleaner. So we can open this up and just spray a little bit in there, and we'll work the switches, or it's not switches, but knobs. There we go, now we can let that dry. Okay, so now that we've given all that contact cleaner proper time to dry and evaporate, now we can get on to the cleaning the tape heads and everything in there. So here I've zoomed way up in on the heads so that you can get a better idea of what we're looking at here. And you can see, like, especially on here, it's been used so much that the tape has actually worn itself into this wheel. You can see, like, up here it's black, just how it should be. But then there's this big brown line from so many cassette tapes being used. And not sure how well you can see this, but the head's pretty dirty. So in order to do this, in order to clean this, we're going to just take some isopropyl alcohol on a cotton swab and just wash it down. So here, I'll zoom out so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. So here, I'll get some isopropyl alcohol on here, and then so we'll start with the head. Not too dirty, but then we're gonna clean this off as well. Alright, so you can see that part was really dirty, so we'll switch to the other side, and I think we'll just kind of clean up everything in this area. So I'll zoom out so you can see what I'll be working on a little better. And I'll refocus too. There we go. So now you can see these wheels better. So I'm just going to clean all the rubber on there. Alright, and there we go. Now we're ready to put it back together and see how well it works. Alright, so I've got it here ready to test. So here we'll just throw our cassette tape in, and we'll see if it works. So the crackling when you turn up the volume is completely gone. So that's awesome. Can't really hear much of a difference on the end of the cassette head, but I mean, since it's not exactly a really high quality player, but I'd imagine it can't hurt. But yeah, all the crackling is completely gone, and it works perfectly again. So we can call that a job well done. Throw it back in the case, and it's ready to be used. Okay, that's a problem.
University of Wisconsin. Daddy, moving day came near. The car was so packed, couldn't see out of the rear. If anything that I say is
We're good.